Isn't this like EMP's greatest game of all time?
I'm just going to put this out to you again. When he lost and didn't go to TI, depressed kid, he was playing Invoker. And who was he playing Invoker against? Toronto Tokyo's Lena. He was playing against Toronto Tokyo's Lena. That's what sent him out of TI. And then they went on to win TI.
Never forget.
Never forget.
All right. Well, he's taking the Lena then. I mean, she's good. She's strong. She fits really well with global presence because she gets a boost of travel early on, and it just means you just need one stun. One Fiend's Grip, she boosts of travels in, they're dead. Relocates in, dead. So we're moving across this map. They're going to have the 10th and final pick for Ramses, and Ramses has pretty well free reign in terms of a pick here. Lots of control on the side. Lena can build in variable ways to sort of complement whatever her carry wants to do in that match. And
well, I do feel like
it's probably not Sniper, right? Just saying.
No, surely not. I mean, maybe.
Ramsey Sniper, maybe? Oh, Ramsey. Oh, no. I was going to say Ramsey Slark. It's kind of tempting. I don't know.
I mean, Terrorblade is that other big one, right? Oh, you know what they could do? They could go back for that. You were talking about Position 1 Doom. That would be interesting.
Ramsey Doom. No, please, no. No,
dude, that actually sounds kind of sick.
Don't talk about these things.
Ooh. Tiny's still in the pool too? I mean, Tiny's there. Terrorblade's there. Terrorblade is really hard to play into Timber, though.
Yeah. Kind of same with the Tiny. I don't know how I feel about Tiny into Storm, Medusa, Timber.
What about MP?
I feel like if you don't hit that early timing, it's kind of ugly.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
NP?
Oh, by the way, we did end up getting the BKB piercing on both teams. So, you know, the tree, they were using their big brains. Tree also just good versus the IO +1.
Oh, Rejects have last pick, too. So MindGames, what are they going to run? I guess that's the thing to watch for first. They're still looking for a support.
I think Disruptor is kind of okay. Ooh, Shadow Demon was nice. The save. And a better, like a save hero, but also some offensive capability. Wyvern's a bit too risky, I think. The hero's just not quite there. Someone that does something early. They do nothing right now. They actually have no way to make plays early.
I mean, Timber, if he wins his, I guess if he does okay, it could be good. I wouldn't mind them doubling down on save because they're like neither of these teams are doing anything. So I say ABBA.
No one's doing anything. All right,
just go ABBA. Game. Like mid game,
it's like Seinfeld. It's a game about nothing. No one, everyone's just gonna hit creeps.
That literally is what it's felt like the past 2 games. I wouldn't
let's
mind
go Phoenix then. Let's just go all in Phoenix. We'll go Tree Phoenix. We'll have Sunray heals. There's your saves. Sunray heals on a Timber Saw and a Medusa. And we'll just not do anything the whole game. That sounds awful. Please no. What about Coddle? I mean, Coddle's still in. Do we just Coddle? You have Medusa and Storm.
Dude, if they get a last phase
we're
Coddle,
coddling. We're coddling.
If they get a last phase Coddle,
they're coddling.
Oh, my brain. It shouldn't
it's too
happen.
Good. The Chakra's too good. They can spam out the waves. They can delay.
Yeah.
We're coddling.
They actually are going to coddle.
This is nasty. Why do we have Storm, Medusa, Timber, and Coddle on the same team? How did this happen?
I think that MindGames win this off of that. They go Shaman.
Oh, they didn't do it. Oh, I wanted the Coddle. I'm not going to lie. I wanted
so
the
better
dirty
lockdown.
Chakras.
That's what it gets you.
And now they can at least do something, right? They can go hit objectives and towers. There's someone who wants to press the smoke button and do anything. He's gonna have a hard time rallying some support to go with him, though.
No, it's true. Yeah, I mean, what the hell are you gonna? Who actually wants to make moves like that? So do they just Tiny? Is that the play? Tiny TB?
I don't like the Tiny, man. I don't know. I feel like he's just gonna maybe it's good.
I mean, again, both of those heroes definitely get kind of wrecked by Timber a little bit.
Whoa! The Ramses Necro? Oh, that's clutch. That's clutch. If they can hit the scythes, it's huge. But it is not that great at scaling. It's okay, you know, because we got Refresher's dope these days and everything, and you have this crazy sustain with the help of the IO, but Depressed Kid is going to have to really hit hard this game if they're going to have any hope if things get delayed for them.
That's a good point. I think that's the thing to think about is that, to me, he is the centerpiece. Depressed Kid is the one that if he's able to, like, sort of make the plays that he needs, it's going to be Ramsey's out there being a bait, and then Depressed Kid comes in for the finish. And I think it's a fair point. He's struggled this series, though. There's been a couple of pretty big whiffs from him. In the Invoker game 1, there were multiple times he got caught on that top side. In game number 2, he played, the moments of brilliance, but also definitely some like overextensions. And it
Missed
can't happen
arrow
this
on the
game.
nightmare. Never forget.
Yeah, the Lesh. I forgot, but yeah, never forget.
Yeah, how dare you? Please, come on.
Well, that's crazy. Quick thoughts on who do you think is going to win?
I can't decide which draft I hate more. No, I don't know. It's like I really dislike when I feel like a lineup has no direction. And I feel like MindGames, for as broken as some of these heroes are, I feel like they just don't have anything to do. I feel like they just want to get gold and hope that the rejects make mistakes and they can just like eventually get huge. And I feel like if rejects hit a couple good plays, they're going to be in a strong position in this game.
Right.
I also don't like two supports that stink at clearing waves, which is true for both teams, but one team has Lina, so it's less of a concern.
Well, and the same reason that you don't like MindGames draft is literally the reason that I like MindGames draft, which is that I think in these big matches, you're absolutely right. They don't do anything but hit creeps. But like, that's what they're doing. These teams aren't pushing. They're not taking Roche. They're chilling. It's like everybody's so freaked out about making a wrong play that they just end up farming for forever. It gets scary. These late game scenarios. You have a win condition, which is just get to the late game, and we'll see if MindGames can do it as we head ready to hop into game number 3. Winner going to the major. It's crazy, Trent. It's crazy.
The final game already. I'm so glad we got a big long series though. Yeah. When did we start this thing? It's been a hot minute.
Been a while.
It's been some long games.
Absolutely. Whoa, I have not heard that voice line before.
Ace.
In the blazes.
Jeez. So a lot of things again to keep in mind for these. I talked about this at the beginning of the series,
FNG's
but
dead.
Oh, poor FNG. Yeah, shackles are down, and with everybody coming on in. Wait, do they have enough damage? One last punch. Get it on Dino. So I mentioned this at the beginning of the series, but I want to bring it up again just in case anybody missed out. Obviously, both these teams really want to go to the major. But one little dynamic that exists is this sort of matchup of CIS rejects. They're coming from Div 2. They built this team trying to like really make their mark and get to TI. And it was a team that was always built for that, to the idea of getting to TI and going far there. And they sort of had to battle their way through Div 2. And they have this player, Petashara, who's been playing with them for a while. Depressed Kid, who's been playing with them for a while, who almost made it to TI. And then on the other side is his old teammate, Petashara, playing on the Timber Saw. And both of these guys, they barely missed out on TI-10. They're looking to get to the major now.
Yeah, it feels like, if I'm like doing a bracket challenge, I'll just put in the team who I don't want to win. That way I'm happy either way. Either my bracket's saved or the team I really like wins. So basically they've made sure that at least one of them will be happy here.
Exactly.
Depending on who goes to the major, my old friend. Maybe we'll get a, good luck little bro. It'll be like a smell you are thing.
Or maybe there's a lot of beef and we don't know about it.
That's
the other
true. That's very
possibility.
possible. It is Dota.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, neither of them are playing for Empire anymore.
Well, the safe lane Bane in trouble here.
Dude, what's happening? They're
we got some
out
lane
the Mars.
swaps. We got shenanigans afoot.
Look at Slayer here. He's just pulling Hera and takes a couple more punches there. They move on in. Bignum. Shackles? No, not going to go for it.
Slayer didn't believe. He wanted to get there, and he had to get there in time to block the camp. So that was actually the correct play, even though they could have like a couple more punches to the shackle or something. This Obs rather, also doing so much work that FNG placed down earlier. So helping Mira to navigate this minefield of potential disables. And FNG going to be under a ward here that they placed. The very ward that got him killed. Will he scout it is the question. He is just running back and forth, doing a little dance. He's just going left and right over and over. He's like, where do I go?
Yeah, there's nowhere to be. Nowhere happy for him, at least. You can see down bottom, this lane. So annoying to play with. The Io Necro lane, where you're doubling up on regen constantly. While we've been watching there, I've kind of kept my eye on mid a little bit, and I think it's been 3 now just straight up hits of LSA onto Ankrad. So doing a good job of pushing back this storm and trying to burn through his resources. And will also move in now. Try and force him away from that water rune and then coming back into the lane.
Yeah, good news, though, is that he did get the stack on his small camp. It's not been blocked out here either. Partially, I'm sure, because of all the attention up in that top lane. That, you know, it's a little harder. And the initial kill into F&G. Like, who knows where he was going at the start.
Another one hit there as down bottom, Petashara taking a lot of deeps. Does have 2 points up in the reactive armor, but is going to be forced all the way back to his courier, pops the salve, and then is going to TP back to lane. So that's a nice little play, but if they could punish here, Petashara could be in a ton of trouble.
Oh, nice tether.
Dude,
early
and that cancels
the
it.
salve.
Oh, that's so nice by Roger.
Nice claps. Nice claps. And he's just jacking at that creep. Get him in there. Yeah.
Well
You're
played.
so sick, creep. You can do it.
Damn. Well, early laning stage, things looking pretty good for the rejects. You can see they're winning most of them right now. The Mars and the Timber very close to each other. Slayer's going to head on in, pick up that bounty rune. But just slight advantages across the board.
A lot of creeps from MindGames, though. We just saw there on the minicam, a little stack from Bignum in the triangle. Dino also pulling into this stack here. Kind of poking his way through as there's a shackle on the F&G. Perhaps his second death of the game right here.
Couple more punches is all they need. Will they be able to get it, though? Spear forces him back, trying to stay alive. And will eventually kill off that tree. And Bignum might also be in trouble here. Doesn't look like he's going to have the angle for it, likely. So, yeah. Arrow just heads back up to the top side and got to farm up some camps.
Oh, Roger being up here, so great, though. Not necessary on Ramses down the bottom lane, as Ramses is still putting a lot of pressure onto Petashara. And does have some raindrops now at the very least, so couldn't really get into like an early stick or anything that would be helpful. This is kind of his best defensive option at the moment.
Right. Well, you know, pushing back Roger a little bit, but the shackle comes in. Don't think it's going to be enough for a kill, but a lot of harassment again laid out. But keep in mind, it's an IO headdress. Bring a Bassi. He's going to be fine. Bottle refill for Depressed Kid.
Sort of all they can hope for, right? Hard to actually commit and get the final kills here with only the stuns on the Shaman as long as Roger's holding that tether.
Right. Big has to back out here as well. Yeah, no, there's not a whole lot that they can do. Inkred there farming up the small camp as well as down through bottom. Seeing FNG move around, place down a second ward on that cliff. And Ramses, again, trying to go toe-to-toe with Petashara, but is a little bit behind him in terms of levels. So the level 6 timing on this Timber might be a little scary.
Bignum again, though. Gets the double stack. Gets the Ancients and the camp, too. So there's a ton of gold stacked up inside that triangle right now for that Radiant side. And the living armor from Slayer, as you were saying, that bottom lane, really helping. It's the only reason he's been able to stay this close to Ramses. And unfortunately, though, like I don't think there's a punish at 6. Oh, speaking of a punish, though, nice shackles.
Does have stick charges and Fairy Fire. Trying to live.
Oh, come on. Oh,
actually gets out alive. That's crazy. What a win. He's just barely living through that.
Regen rune at 6 minutes. Here we go.
So gets the clarity and then the tango passed over. So that'll be enough to keep Depressed Kid here for a moment. But they move around. He didn't see him. He just walked in. Unreal. Oh, that's got to be painful.
He was too focused on FNG doing the same thing. They thought they were going to go for the Nightmare into the LSA and the Laguna. But Bignum had stuck around and got the ward down. They are covering the top room with Roger, though.
Yeah,
and
they'll get
it's
lucky.
Just an illusion anyway.
Wow. Big plays. Yeah. Always tough when you lose out like that. And just a little bit too focused on the rest of the team coming in. Now, bottom, again, they get level 6 on Petashara and immediately start going on him. Ramses is here, has 15 stick charges, and is looking to go into the Spirit Vessel first, it looks like.
Does not have the Ghost Shroud yet, though. So there's no, like, giant stick pop at the moment. Kind of interesting. They are going to bring down Bignum. Yeah, I love this idea. Try and get a kill with the level 6. Unfortunately, FNG's here for some backup here, too. Puts down a sentry to check for an OBS. And we'll just end up pulling to try and create some sort of a situation where they can get a kill down here.
And again, messing around with the creep waves up top while also getting a pull off there on Ramses. They are trying to maintain some control over this map, but, you know, continues to get free farm on the Dusa, having a very nice time of it, and not really too concerned about any of this aggro coming in. In fact, doing a good chunk of damage to Roger there. Throws out the snake, down low, and a couple more punches gets the kill. Slayer takes him down.
That's crazy. That's a very unexpected kill. Would not have seen that one coming. Playing a little bit too close there.
Right.
At least it went to Slayer and not Dino, but
right.
Obviously still completely fine here.
Well, again, as we talked about in these big matchups, a lot of farming goes on. Not a ton of moves early.
Yeah.
And
and a man in the room. Nice to press kid. Yeah, you know, he was actually behind the Storm by like 200 or 300 on that depth, and now just like already decently ahead of him. And I think Storm even cleared up one of those big stacks that was in the triangle too. But oh, haste rune finally gets a rune. Storm's needing this right now, but he's under a ward there from the Dire, so they're well aware of this.
Right, and we'll watch for where he decides to go. Danger in whatever lane he decides to head off to. I think Grad for now just farming, has the Null Talisman, and trying to finish off the Treads next as well. As Roger gets the D ward on the one placed over to the side, and they find a Fairy's Trinket to boot for the Treant. Send that on back to base. You know who that belongs to.
Oh my. Well, happy Storm players.
Arena up top. Dropped on to tree. Slayer trying to live, but TP out, not going to be successful. That was a bold TP.
Fear not, I shall build something grand with you.
9 minutes?
Not
Yeah.
quite.
No. 9 minutes, and they're going to jump now onto the Press Kid, low on mana, but the TP rotation comes in, so that haste not going to get anything off of it.
That ward still around right now as Big Gnome places down a sentry. He'll now know that there's a sentry actually seeing their observer ward. Hopefully not going to get punished for that, as they are on the hunt into that Dire jungle. They didn't got one more obs. Might place it in a sentry here. If he's not careful, he does indeed. So that's going to be spotted.
Ugh.
Actually, is not seen right now because it's not in that like small outpost vision.
FNG walks away, able to live through that.
Mira's Courier as well just reveals his positioning. Still gets him with the Hex though, despite of that.
Pedishara moves in, Chakram through, but the spear, and now Depressed Kid with the move over. Found Pedishara, tries to do it, the armlet toggle, has Laguna Blade, but not enough mana to cast it. And Big Gnome interrupts. Oh, that one hurts. Depressed Kid not able to make it work with that move.
I wonder at what point they just bring Lina bottom and just try and like bulldoze down this tower. Because I feel like the heroes aren't really here to defend it if Lina just plants. It's just like, it's so slow. Like Ramsey has the pressure on the tower constantly, but Tree just waves and pulls the creeps off, so the damage isn't that high.
Right.
They might be waiting for a relocate, and they'll just like dive in and then go for that.
Pedishara again found. He stuck around too long, and well, they get him the second time. He gets the tip back the other direction.
You can have this. I don't need it anymore.
And they won't even get the tower. Gotta be frustrating. How's Medusa doing right now? She's got Dragonlance, Treads, and currently third on net worth. So, you know, having a good game on this Medusa.
Ankrad just making his way through the jungle. Was sort of rotating bottom. Didn't like what he saw down there. Now he's just kind of walking mid. He's joining with the smoke. All right, they want to go do something. They have the snakes. Question is, where can you get some value? There's a catapult mid, but they're not looking mid. They just want the free tower at top.
Oh, no.
Easy. That is not a tower. That is a roach.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the play. That is the
good.
play. This is why Shaman is busted, y'all. And just like that, it's
So
down.
fast.
Yeah, you can't respond quickly enough.
I love this.
Damn, dude.
That's such a good play.
Dude, so busted. DD Storm with the Shaman wards, and they get an Aegis on Storm now. 11 minutes in.
That is way better than taking out. We have not been seeing that very often, have we? Like the quick
No.
roach sneak like that. Probably could have abused a bit more. Zips up, misses
Oh,
the spear.
God. Not what he wanted to do right there. That was a little bit rough. Okay, so he's going to drop. And suddenly, MindGames looking pretty good. Storm trying to go for that 11-0.
See, got a ways to go for that one. But yeah, with the Aegis taken, the pressure top lane there, and the kill onto the Mars, CIS-R will secure this top tower. That bottom tower still just doing just fine and dandy versus a tree.
Yeah, they gotta actually rotate and commit to take that. Otherwise, they're gonna start losing out on the map. And you can see Slayer's down here. He's comfortable just chilling and getting towards that spirit vessel eventually.
I'll tell you one thing, you were right about just don't do anything. That's the play. We're doing nothing. Only fools do something.
That's right. As
Look at
little
Ramsey.
as possible.
He's daring to do something.
And this is what comes back to bite you. You do things, there's a chance that it might go poorly.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So they will retreat back to their triangle again. And if there's one hero that loves passivism, it is Medusa, particularly in the early stages. Trying to get towards that Manta.
And yet, she's not a pacifist, believe it or not, you know. Oh, smoke? Ah, he was just outside of that obs, so they don't necessarily know that they smoked, but
Dire's middle
I
tower.
think
the
I saw some
movement
things.
was seen.
Ramsey's baiting a little bit here. He's getting a lot of the regen from these little creeps as he's going through. Do they decide to go on him first?
I mean, they have the
Trying
overgrowth.
to take this tower. Ankrad's there. Jump in right at the start. Team coming to help. They got the heal coming in from Rogers. Overgrowth immediately breaks the Reaper's butt. It comes out, and actually they still kill Bignum. So
Yeah,
one
but
for
he went
two
on the
so far.
shaman.
Can they do any more afterwards? I don't really know. Oh, Depressed Kid, this is going to be a big move over. And Ankrad's completely out of mana. FNG doesn't quite have the mana for Nightmare to set up for the LSA. Tries to connect with that one. Not going to be there in time. And Ramsey's still living a very weird fight. Very strange
so
fight.
They actually don't kill Ankrad because they don't want him to just like chase down two of them with the regen.
That's fair.
Dire's top
Right, when he just respawns with full mana. So he's allowed to live. That's also why he scythed Bignum, which makes a lot of sense. I thought maybe they could have got CIS-R, but he decided not quite. So
And in the
now they're
meantime,
back
while
at
this
the
is
tower,
happening, they're also they
Oh.
take mid tier 1 while that's going on. So I mean, Medusa left alone just goes and punches and pushes out the wave.
though. That's a good play by Dino. To not just like fully jungle the whole time, you know, noticing
Yeah.
that there's some availability on the lane and to get some pressure. Because that's just going to increase your farm in the long term.
Yeah. Looking in here. Hard to find somebody, though. It's kind of crazy how much this Aegis has changed the dynamic of the game. Like,
Yeah, he feels more comfortable. Like, he can make those riskier plays that I did not like with their draft, right? Because
Yeah.
they're just playing as two, essentially, as Shadow Storm and Storm. They're the only ones who have been smoking together this entire game.
he jumps in right now. Gets a Nightmare on himself, and FNG in some trouble. FNG going to fall.
Ankrad's feeling it.
He's doing
The
it.
Wave.
Big plays, big plays. It's what they need. Not left hanging either. And Medusa, the clock continues to tick on becoming this impossible behemoth.
It's interesting how Depressed Kid has played this out, though, because he has not been very determined on making actual kills around the map, right? He's just trying to match the farm of the Medusa right now.
Yeah.
I think just essentially wants to play sniper. I think this
Yeah.
is actually a sniper. This is not Alina. Sniper's cosplaying right now. Do not trust her.
Okay.
Yeah,
Radiant's middle tower.
that's what's going on.
Oh, the Hex. Oh, this can't happen. Does have BKB. Nightmare afterwards turns, wants to fight. What the they go in with the relocate. He had BKB there.
Dire's top tower.
Oh, miscommunication. That one hurts. Oh, that one hurts. That was not the way that was supposed to go.
That was a little ho ho ha ha right there. That's what that was.
Okay, gotcha. I mean, I kind of think that if Lena doesn't get relocated out there and you have
Oh,
an
that's it.
LSA hit, should be okay. Reapers? Oh, can't quite
Is
get the
anyone else
range.
coming?
Dude. Now they jump. Ankrad right
He's a
onto
regen.
him. Is this actually going to work? I am not so sure. They do have the sword spear vessel already on him, so they get a kill, and now another. Roger trying to escape. Ramses is there with them, so they will be able to back out.
All right, he's gonna pop the regen, but he's not gonna keep going. I thought maybe.
Instead, the call is up top. Depressed Kid's already TP'd out though. Game looking good for MindGames.
Dota plus 72% for MindGames. That is bold.
They're feeling it.
I will say there's like gonna be a skill check moment essentially for rejects where they need to hit like an arena and a good scythe and take the next Roche. And then I feel okay with their lineup.
Yeah.
I can understand the favoritism towards the Medusa though. See ya.
Yeah, just drop in Laguna Blade. Why not? Make sure that you're getting these kills, not leaving anything out on there. But again, that does mean that there's a window now where, it's a little bit harder to fight for the rejects. Ramses.
By the way,
Yeah?
Slayer is a god going for that Spirit Vessel and getting it done this early. Like he's the
Oh, yeah.
most farm support in the game, and they need this Vessel. Like, look at that lineup, right?
Right.
Like what's Ramses gonna do about Vessel?
No,
He's looking at this
well,
lineup. He's like, they're not buying Vessel. Tree.
I have a feeling he's going to be going Lotus next with the plate mail. That seems to make the most sense to me. I feel like you got to do it.
Oh, he's already got it. All right, nice.
Okay.
Not too bad then.
Yeah. It was
Well, I
good
guess
timing,
not already
though.
got it. He's still got a little ways to go. Oh no, he does have it. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Position 1. Ramses playing
That's
the
right.
carry. He's also got the Nether Shawl right now as well.
Dire's middle tower
That's such a
is under
value item
attack.
on him. Unless they're able to get the long shackle from Bignum. I feel like in this game, FNG really needs more farm. He's already got Arcanes, but he needs to be able to actually get the Nightmare saves. It's so important against the Shaman.
FNG doesn't do Nightmare saves though. He just does Shadow Amulet.
That's
He
true.
needs his gem and then he needs his Shadow Amulet.
Well, he can't Shadow Amulet or save himself here. Potentially, they drop it down, though. And actually, Bignum in trouble. FNG already dead, but in the midst of it, Roger getting brought down low. Will he survive through it? They got a lot of heals. These long, extended fights working out well for them. With Storm already dead, can they find more? Looking, chasing, wanting to run them down bit by bit. Laguna Blade and the Reaper Sight. Ramses backs away. They do take down 3 for 3, but it's a buyback as well on the Shaman. And Storm, the key hero that got killed in that one.
Man, he was holding that overgrowth forever, and it's actually okay. Like you look at it, like, oh, he died with the overgrowth thing, but because he's holding that, like they're forced to hold on to the Lotus as long as they can, and the BKB, because he did not pop that during that fight because Depressed Kid's worried about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone Yules him up in the air though. Oh, it's Timber. Okay, because he was about to overgrowth him, and then I saw the Yules pop.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting that Lena's been able to play like this without having to have that like other dispel for the overgrowth or anything yet. But I guess also we just haven't been seeing that many fights yet. It's been like very much a dodge as much as you can type of engagement. But I like what you said there about like the timing when the fights do eventually happen. I don't know if MindGames can really take them, at least until the Scotty is out, which Medusa's actually getting close to finishing. God, Dino's so farmed.
I'm turning into a believer here. One thing I also love about Tree,
So we'll see this
knock
replay.
my water oven, sorry, is when the blink comes out. It's
Right.
like that's the big moment to me. I really dislike when it's not prioritized, so I'm glad that Slayer's going to be getting it. I agree with the Vessel first, that's perfect, but the blink overgrowth is going to be super clutch this game, and you can kind of see it right here, right? He pump fakes, he thinks about it, but then the Yules goes up. But they're still holding that BKB the whole time, so he doesn't want to throw it. And then a great spear there, too. So if he actually got off that overgrowth, there's a chance that maybe they could lock down Ramses, too. Not a huge deal.
Man, the Storm did just completely evaporate after his BKB wore off, though. And showing some of the danger of this hero.
Yeah. I mean,
also
even God's Rebuke does like 330 damage. It's pretty insane. Like, he got attacked twice and God's Rebuked, and he took like almost 600 damage from Mars.
The armlet build, it's strong, and he's getting towards BKB next. He's actually going to scale. But a lot of things to watch for in this one. Again, I think just as the game gets later and later, I really like MindGames draft. I mean, obviously Timber falls off a little bit, but Storm is just such an annoying hero to have to play against. And like, if it's all on this Lina and they've got overgrowth, they've got like shackles, hexes, and stuff like that, it feels like they have to get stuff done in the duration of these BKBs, and it could just be not soon enough. What is that thing?
It's Ice Frog.
Oh, is it? Oh, hey.
It's just watching patiently, you know, loving some Dota.
He's cosplaying the
looking
real
at
Ice Frog right now. It's like, no talismans? I don't know what those are. Just keep closing
what?
my eyes.
Yeah. Death Prophet Towers? Nah, that can't be right. Oh, what?
fine.
Pango Bug? Oh, end that.
Jeez. So that last fight,
These little mangoes.
Definitely-
Because he loves
oh,
mangoes.
is that what that was?
Yeah,
Oh, I
Ice
see.
Frog loves
I
mangoes.
get it. Oh, it makes sense now.
Ice Frog was
I-
also once spotted, and he was holding one of these like D&D bags with a sweet cloak. So that's why.
Is that real?
No.
Okay, got it. I don't know. It's not sure what the lore is.
The lore, Ice Frog's lore. The next loregasm from Slacks.
That's right. What
Ice
is Ice Frog? Where did the name come from? You know what's interesting though is that I think after that last fight, they've actually got a window here on rejects. You know, if you can make a play around like the Shadow Blade from Lina, start running around, get the next Roche in particular, because that Roche got taken so early. There's now like gonna be the shard coming out at the same time, and that feels like super value if like they can get it for free on Necro, or I'm not sure who else might want to get it. That's probably it, right?
Yeah, I'm like looking around. I mean, Mars Shard is really good.
Yeah,
sure.
that's true. The only other one would be maybe Lina. I haven't seen
Io's
that one
fine
used
too.
that often.
Yeah, the Lena one's a little meh. It's okay.
Well, meh. Fair
Little meh.
enough.
Wee bit meh. Speaking of Lena, you see these little mini frostbitten what do they call them? Frostbitten golems. Man, they are those are quite the faces.
I haven't actually clicked on them. Oh
yeah,
my
well,
God.
be warned.
They don't look pretty. Observer, can we click on the golems? The things
Oh my
that are
god, look at
dying
the
to
little
her.
arms! Look at his little left arm!
Dude,
What
that is.
happened? Oh, the frostbite. Oh, but his right arm's huge. Okay,
You know what
I have
that reminds me of? Do you see Scary Movie 2? Take
Oh,
my
yes, I-
strong
no, I knew you
hand.
were gonna say that. Have I seen it? Did I live in the year? You know, like, come on.
God. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. Get away from there. What are you doing? We're getting into some lewd territory. Why do they not have pants? that's
Ooh,
very
my guys
strange.
have pants. What are you talking about?
Look at the back of them, Trent. Look at the back of the golems.
They have pants. What's wrong with your
not,
golem?
Not here. You can see down the back of their pants.
No, that's just you, dog. Mine have pants.
Look on this thing. Look at Discord. Look at the thing.
Yeah, but if you zoom in a little higher, there's pants.
Okay, all right.
I'm right up in there. Trust me, there are pants.
Oh no, what have we done? The distant cousins of Ogre, by the way. You see how they're positioned right now? This is how Ogre Magi was formed. There's like a sort of... Yeah, this is the real lore of it.
Well, they also have a time warp aura, and it's coming from a different era. The Frostbitten Golem has an innate control of time, speeding up the cooldowns of all nearby allies. That's the lore reason for their passive.
I
didn't know
feel
that.
like that. I feel like that one's pretty underrated. Honestly, it's pretty cool having some like extra little cooldown reduction. Nifty
Yeah.
stuff.
It is nice because it's a passive. You don't have to like do any big micro on it, but it's also like, but what if I chain stunned that hero and they died?
You mean with like a centaur or something?
Yeah, with like another creep.
No, that part's good. I think it's just like late game. It's so hard to do that. Although I
Wait,
will say,
Does that mean
What?
the stacking works again now?
yes, yes it does.
Oh.
But it's like it's not as great, right?
Well,
I guess it's still as
yeah,
bad
but
as
what
it
if
was
we
before.
get? How it depends how many we have.
Oh wait, no, I don't think that aura stacks with itself though,
Oh yeah,
unless
you're
I'm
probably right.
mistaken. But
You're
the
probably right.
effect can stack with other forms of cooldown reduction.
Yeah. That's definitely gonna be true.
You know that when I saw the big change was the one where you get the GPM. That's where I was waiting. Like, all right, we got to stack these ones up. Just get a bunch of GPM creeps, but then it doesn't stack, so it felt really bad.
And I think they removed it working on creep heroes too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because it used to work on Creep Heroes when it came out. So like if you were playing Visage and you had it by your Visage, you'd actually get a triple effect from it.
Whoa, that's
which
awesome.
is pretty hilarious. Yeah.
I like that a lot. Yeah, so it's the prospecting aura. It's actually up there on the they got the small camp there. 20 GPM. So good. All right, I don't know what's being said here. Hopefully
You know what?
there's no issue.
It should be global. If it was global, it might actually be kind of relevant.
Yeah.
Just make it like Crystal Maiden.
There you go.
We could
click on
reskin the Kobold, call it Golden Maiden.
Golden Maiden Kobold.
Yeah.
That's the one. There it is. Look at that. Oh, that's really good. Oh, they are
That's
a
just
creepy
passive
bunch,
income,
aren't
baby.
they?
You know, you got to get that passive income.
Oh God. Yeah, there it is. Look at them. Why are they all staring at us? What's going on there?
'Cause you're
How did
in
they
their
know we're going to be
jungle.
looking through that tree?
Why wouldn't they be staring at you?
What a happy family. These guys would come and kill you in your sleep. Do you know what's going on right here?
They look like the hyenas from The Lion King.
Oh,
No
that's
king,
right.
no king, na 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 na. Idiots. There will be a king, but you said. I
In case anybody was wondering, Trent does have children of a young age. If anybody's wondering what's going on.
That
being
song
said,
rules though. Scar goes
Oh.
hard.
all of the songs in The Lion King are bangers. Look, you start with The Circle of Life. You move
Wait, which
after
version?
that. It's not
Movie
the
version.
The movie version, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then
not Elton
after-
singing version. Okay, just
I
give
mean,
it a second.
Elton singing's version's good too. They're both
It's
good.
fine. Yeah, it's fine.
And then you move right after that to "I Just Can't Wait to Be King." Also awesome.
Oh, also good.
Very good. Very, very
Yep,
good.
yep.
Hello and welcome back while we're waiting for the pause to
Hey,
get done.
hey.
After "I Just Can't Wait to Be King," Be Prepared. Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a good one. That's a real
Scar.
good one.
Yep. It's doing his
And
thing.
then after that, we hit up Hakuna Matata.
Overrated.
Yes, overrated,
Oh,
but still good.
Rare agreements. I love this.
Yes.
All right.
And then the last one, the one that really puts it's the piece de resistance, and I think one of the better ones. Can you feel the love tonight?
That underrated. True.
Yes,
Actually.
so good. Oh my
Just
God.
Can't Wait to Be King is clearly the best though.
The only problem is that, like, if you have, as you know, young children, that
do,
one I feel
yes.
like can get overplayed a little bit, right? I guess it can be, it's an earworm a little bit. I think that's a problem with it.
All right,
But,
now may I
tell me.
submit? Scar
Yes.
did nothing wrong. Okay, this is the jungle. This is the savannah. All right, and the
Okay.
strong are supposed to lead. And I'm sorry,
Ooh.
where's Mufasa?
That's fair.
Didn't he isn't that literally the rule of the jungle? Like he took out
Yeah.
Mufasa, he should be king. And what is this
Right.
rightful heir? No, wrong.
But see, here's the
incorrect.
thing. Here's the thing. The problem behind it, though, is that he did it through, like, cunning and stuff like that, right? That's two human
Oh, I'm sorry.
characteristics.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
If the bug's in the game, it's a feature. All right.
Okay, gotcha. The
You know
bug in
what?
the game
Like just
having-
because Scar's out there fountain hooking doesn't mean he deserves to be in charge.
But here's the thing: when Scar gets in charge, it all turns terrible, right? The hyenas eat too much of the jungle. They kill all the antelope. There's
Okay,
nothing
yeah, but
left.
the shareholders saw valuable
It's an
returns.
it's an
It doesn't matter if
ecological
we're destroying the
disaster.
planet. The line is going up.
There it is.
All right?
That's fair.
The
you know thing-
hyenas, they got paid. All right, they were
Yeah,
loyal and they
exactly.
got paid. All right,
Right,
the
yeah.
loyalists got what
Oh.
they deserved.
Amazing.
Scar did nothing wrong.
Unbelievable. This is actually the worst take that you've had in a while.
Only because
They-
I'm so right.
He killed that kid's dad, and then he tried to kill the
Ah,
kid.
The water
Baby
buffalo.
killer.
Spoilers. The spoilers. the water buffalo killed Mufasa.
For anybody that's wondering why we're not in the game, it is currently paused, and they're talking. And I'm actually going to ask in the chat real quick if there's not in like Twitch chat, but like in the admin chat, if we get any info about why the pause is taking too long. I'm sure it's
see-
fine.
I see only one thing I understand, and that's the number 5, which I'm guessing is saying how many minutes do we have?
Ooh.
Do we have 5 more minutes? But they're still missing the player. I didn't actually see why he DC'd. Did we ever have an
I
explanation?
didn't. I mean, well, we did not understand the explanation, which I think is the thing that I'm curious about. Is
Right.
there
okay.
were
Sorry, I
there
was
were
too busy talking
Cyrillic
about Scar.
characters. Yeah, exactly. Which is, to be fair, is a good convo. God, I love The Lion King. It's such a great movie. Heavily underrated.
No,
you
it's
know
not.
another one? Yeah, it is.
You can't call the Lion King underrated, dude.
Of course you can. How
It's the
many
most
kids
iconic
today
Disney
know
movie.
Lion King? No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Name
is
one
it?
more iconic.
Probably at this point Frozen, which
Ah,
is sad.
you
Which is
zoomer.
sad.
No,
I
because
think it
all the
is.
boomers like us are making their kids watch Lion King anyway.
That's fair. Internet issue is apparently the word. Thank you so much, Pithy. I appreciate it. My phone just yelled at me and it told me that you're wrong. That's what it was saying
okay.
right there.
All right, that's fair.
So
All right,
there you
that's
go.
fine.
It's always listening
I
to
mean,
me. It's very creepy.
I'll just ask one of those tech giants here.
Mm.
What is the most iconic Disney movie?
It's gonna come up with like Cinderella or something, right? Like it's
Disney
definitely
Disney
one of
movies
those
all
ones from the 50s.
time.
Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, Snow White's gonna be like the number
Yeah,
one.
Snow White's
I mean, that's
number
like
one.
1937
Now,
though.
all
Like,
right,
give me
look,
a break.
that is really overrated. To be fair,
Yes,
that
yes,
movie is
I know.
mega overrated.
That
the
movie's
only
got
reason,
some problems.
The only reason I think that Lion King is underrated is because it's so good that it can't be rated high enough. That's my argument for it. And it's, again, mainly because of the soundtrack. The soundtrack's so good.
Okay. All right. I'm good.
You know, I did see a movie
I fold.
yesterday that was actually better than any movie that I've seen in a couple years, mainly because, like, you know, there's just the virus thing going around. I didn't really go out that much. Don't know if you heard about it.
That. Yeah.
But the movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Holy moly, man.
they got some
good.
ad time on the stream or what? Huh?
Oh, it was so good. It was so good. I mean, we got to do something, right? All I do is stay inside and watch Dota, and occasionally I leave. The one time I left, I saw this movie. It was great.
That's good.
I guess I can't actually say anything beyond it besides just that it's good because I don't want to spoil it. So
That's true. I have heard that it's very good though. I'll let you off a little bit.
Okay.
I heard it was nice.
you should take your kids.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I'll just pile 3 kids in a movie theater. That doesn't sound awful.
And actually, you don't want to take them to this movie. It's not kid friendly. Not great.
Thanks
as
for the
we're-
heads up. I was just going to ignore all the warnings. They'll be like, you need a parent guardian to be 18 plus. Ah, fine.
I'm sure it's
Come on,
okay.
Skipper.
Is that your kid's name?
Yep. Skipper, and Skipbo.
Skipper. I like it. Dude, where is our
All right.
skipper
Oh, all
right now
all right.
for rejects? The Skipper Bane, the Captain Bane. It's because Skipper is like captain, you know.
F&G, please. Oh, you know what? He was having internet issues the other day, too.
Was he?
Yes, he was.
Poor guy. Poor fella.
Let me
Oh,
check his Steam account here.
How much?
Offline. Currently off.
So they said 5 minutes a little while ago. I mean, again, we normally just go into these breaks chilling because we assume that somebody's going to come back very quickly. But if he is running into some serious issues, I mean, it does start to become a pretty big problem. Granted, FNG right now has arcane boots and a smoke, so maybe it'll be fine and somebody else can handle the Bane duties. But you know, obviously the bigger issue there is going to be missing out on the sort of calls that he's making, which isn't easily replicated. But
This is turning into
we'll
a real
see.
tragedy.
Yeah, definitely. Haven't heard anything else yet about what the situation is, but in the final game, okay, they're giving their pause time. MindGames are, so that's why we haven't immediately resumed afterwards. So MindGames opting to give pause time. Shout outs to them for CIS rejects. Of course, you want to go to the major, but you also want to make sure it's a fair game and all the other stuff that goes along with that. Man, what a wild situation. Hopefully they can get back in there on time.
I say we just wait. I think that if they're willing to give up their pause time, why don't they also just not move their heroes until he's back? If the game is forced to resume.
Ooh. Who would that favor?
I don't know. I guess my
I
games
think-
maybe. No, actually,
I-
my favorite rejects because they wouldn't be playing 5v4.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that it actually would still be better for MindGames in that instance if they had to unpause and just didn't move their heroes. Because then they would just obviously passive income, you get more.
I love this part.
Right?
Who is
They're
Philly?
better with gold.
Yeah, that's the question.
Who has Philly? I don't think either of them do they?
Have we had a Philly today? I don't remember seeing one.
No,
Usually
no
I'm
Philly
pretty,
in this game
pretty
either.
quick to see it.
Well,
Oh, this is
don't
much less exciting when you can't read the language. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it causes some problems there. But we could just find out via Twitch chat. They always know what's up.
Oh no, it's time.
All right, we're
Take
getting
us
back
in.
into the game.
Admin has resumed.
The admin has resumed the game.
No,
Uh-oh. All right,
not
we'll see
like this.
if FNG can get back in. Oh my god. Dude, the ultimate depressed kid. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm so sad
Potentially.
right now.
Yeah, that's a really rough one. Well, we will see what happens. Again, FNG, the one side of this is that you can't buy items with the hero that has DC'd, but they are still going to be like generating gold and stuff like that. So
Even in the captain's mode.
I think that's you can't buy
Oh,
buy
yeah,
items.
I think
Yeah,
you're right, actually.
but that might be. Is it funneling more gold into the rest of the other heroes?
I don't know, because his gold's just not moving. I forget how it works in a private lobby. It's weird. I think it just doesn't. I don't think you get the bonus gold.
Well, we'll see. It does. I mean, it kind of looks like the gold's going up a little bit faster for Dire than it is Radiant, but I could be wrong about this. We'll see. Regardless, it is 21 minutes in, a 1,000 gold lead for MindGames. They had pulled it back to a very even game over the last couple of minutes. And now, not only are you having to play without FNG, but you're also having to, play the lineup that needs to be going faster. They have to actually sort of keep this momentum going and take these fights at this point around their timings.
And it basically removes the potential for nightmare saves, honestly. Like, all you can do is really hope to get a good grip off on the Storm. That's like your one dream.
All right. Another pause. Not sure what was said here, but we're keeping an eye on it.
Something 1 minute.
I think they're saying that he's coming back in 1 minute. Interesting. Well, they're trying to do it.
It would be such an awful way for it to end, to be honest.
Yeah. No, definitely.
And
And
I mean,
again-
we're not holding up another schedule. I know the life of the admin. I know they have certain rules that they're supposed to just unpause the game.
Right. I mean, that is the problem. And, part of the sort of way that all this stuff has worked is, you're supposed to be able to secure internet issues and stuff like that. But obviously this entire format was built around trying to make the best of a bad situation. And he is back in. And
Yes!
FNG has made it back.
Oh, please stay. Please don't go. Please don't.
All right.
Please don't.
All right.
This game is it's so pivotal right now.
Dude.
Big sorry. Go. Thank you.
Dude, what a wild series of events.
Oh, please.
Can you imagine
want
if
good
they
Dota.
are able to qualify off of this? Like, had to unpause the game because you ran out of pause time. DC happened. What in the hell?
Okay.
I mean,
so the main issue is let's get back here. Let's Lion King back for all that. This game is a pivotal moment because the Scotty has just come out on the Medusa. They're hitting a power timing. They were waiting for the next Roche. The Roche is up right now. They want this Roche. They can put it on Storm. They can put it on Medusa. I don't care. Either one is going to be really bad news for the rejects. They have to be ready to fight this. They just smoked under a ward.
Yep, they know. But wards drop down in the pit. They're going to take it very quickly. They have to know that this is going on. Got to be careful about their positioning. Depressed Kid going on in. LSA has an opportunity to do it. They drop down. No, they can't get anything off. Oh, but the IO comes on in for the save. The Hex is there afterwards to relocate out. But already the Aegis is going to be claimed. Dino picks it up, gets the shard. Can they find anybody on the way out here? FNG getting hit by the wards. And no, they're not going to be able to do it. So Aegis and Shard going to MindGames.
Can we talk about how insanely clever that was from Miro though? So he walked in with the Mars, right? And they were prepping for the relocate save that whole time, so he could relocate it back and then blink back in after. So they could actually get a vision and a good idea. But unfortunately, obviously, they weren't able to connect it in time. But that would have been such a cool way to take that fight when they were in such a disadvantageous position.
Well, and also a situation now where you're, if those wards were not dropped in the pit, you don't take Roche that quickly, right? It doesn't happen. God. All right. 3,000 gold lead, but more importantly for CIS rejects, they need to buy time and wait out this Aegis. And for MindGames, I mean, I don't think there's a ton of pressure on them right now, but you might think about trying to push out a little bit here.
Pedushara, there's a lot of heroes nearby, but they do not want to start any fight.
Oh.
They're not quite sure where they're all lurking right now for MindGames. What is the vision situation as we're coming back
Smoke?
into this?
They're waiting for him.
That's vision.
Are they going to try and go? He is
he's getting
fully
greedy.
surrounded. He is fully surrounded in heroes, and he's dead. Potentially.
That's a beautiful
We'll see if it
pickoff.
actually happens. Do they get him? No. Reaper Sight done. Much needed kill there.
Yeah, that is so huge. Exactly what you need right now.
Do they
just
decide
make sure
to
everyone
fight?
gets out after.
Hey, Crad. Jump there onto Ramses. Ghost Shroud walk away. Depressed Kid. They find him next, but not going to go all the way in. Lotus Orb out. Save from Ramses already on top of him. Hex afterwards. He didn't pop BKB yet, but they'll relocate away. Ramses has to back out. Doesn't have Ghost Shroud. And Crad down low. Dino also going for the slow with the Scotty. FNG is there.
Grip is
Taken
there.
away with the Enfeeble. Now the turn. Depressed Kid pops BKB. Turning to fight. Going in for the punch. The big Laguna Blade out, but isn't enough damage. They don't have enough. Io can come back into this fight again, but Depressed Kid is getting torn asunder. And Ramses will eventually fall. They didn't have enough left in the tank. Ingrid does eventually go down. Depressed Kid TP's out. And with that, a big jump. Arrow able to find it for the kill.
They're just trying to play around Dino and not bother taking the Medusa down all the way, picking off the supports. Costs a buyback on the IO, but it's actually even all the way around. And if it's even gold, it's even XP. I mean, Medusa's still farming, which is kind of bad, but Storm's not. That's really good news for the rejects. But it's time stalled out on this Aegis where they're not going through your objectives right now. So I'd call that a rejects win.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they got what they needed to. I mean, and sort of anything that you can get, as you said, to stall it out feels good. Pedushara has a Heaven's Halberd now, and as basically the only right clicker in this game, Depressed Kid can get absolutely wrecked by that if the timing of the BKB is not absolutely perfect. Although I guess Miro also does have a nice bit of right click damage there as well with the armlet build, and he's almost got the BKB done. But underneath the ward right now, do they decide to go on this Mars? Doesn't look like it.
I swear, this best of 3 feels more stressful than some of the games that I've cast at TI.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's just like the fact that it's MindGames' third time on a series trying to qualify this major. It's the first major in so long. They barely got this qualifier in the first place.
Now, Miro.
So
Down
close.
low. Arena, he's bringing out his BKB right now, but it's too far away. Although Roger coming in with the heals, maybe he can survive through this, but Pedushara comes in and finishes him off. Now, Depressed Kid, Laguna Blade, disarmed though. That Heaven's Halberd, it's doing work. Depressed Kid is still over here, is pretty much the only core in the area.
Oh, he's staying around.
Jump, BKB, Ankrad thinks about going in, but they force out the BKB, and Rejects will
Dude, is
retreat.
he going in?
Dude, he's crazy.
That would be so wild. Oh my god. All right, what does Ramses buy? Because he's kind of
Dude, I
wondering the
have
same
no idea.
thing. Does he blink? Like, I kind of feel like he needs some mobility. But I also understand that feels kind of awful if you don't hit your stuff. And you sort of just want to be tankier.
Is Radiance a completely dead item? I feel like he needs to, like, actually have some damage here. I don't know.
I think it's too expensive for what it gives you right now at this point.
Well,
he needs something that is going to change a fight drastically.
Yeah.
Going Sange. All right. Just make sure he lives. Maybe going to eventual Halberd versus the Medusa. Always going to be good.
I mean, the other thing is just going to be levels for him too, right? Those talents can be pretty valuable. It's a blink for the Medusa instead.
Oh, that's always so good. The Swift Blink's just busted, man. Like, this hero is... she loves the speed, right? When you have the Stone Gaze going too, you're so fast. I feel like that doesn't get talked about enough. 50% speed boost is just gross.
Ghost Scepter coming out for Roger next, and we'll see where they decide to go. Were items for Lena. She's queuing up the MKB, level 23 right now. Already has the little mini crit in the Silver Edge.
Any smokes coming out here? No, they don't have any, I'm guessing. Or else they would be smoking with this Arcane right now, I'm sure.
FNG did opt to go all the way in for the Aether, so he actually has more Nightmare saves this game.
Yeah, he came back and they had, they bought it for him. They're like, no more amulets. They just queued it up. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, very good this game.
And
I think what's key is that it's actually kind of hard for them to stop the grip without committing something big, right? Either like the mobility of the shaman, he'll have to like blink hex or like get in range for a shackle. Storm would have to zip over, or Tree has to ulti. So I think just trying to get a grip off on either the Storm or the Timber would be great. Just like hold them off in the fight and force someone to actually try and stun you.
Arrow blinks back, or rather walks back. They have vision now. Depressed Kid under a war along with Ramses. Miro there. They spot him now. Thinking about jumping, but the Hex, they know that there's vision up here now. You know, he has Blink Dagger. Ready to jump right on top of all of them. Finds the IO, but saved by the Mars Arena. Big play right there. Ramses still Hex in the trees, and, well, the full combo coming out. Is it going to be enough to take down Ramses? It will. On the other side, Miro is also taking a ton of damage. They have the grip on Ankrad, but there's no follow-up damage. Depressed Kid is getting fully controlled. Big Num got him to the side. Under full vision. Will he be able to get out of here afterwards? Depressed Kid looking for a kill, finds one, but is there any more follow-up? No. 4 dead for the reject.
Gets the triple kill guaranteed for Ankrad. Beautiful Hex there. I'm guessing the vision of that ward, spotting him out right there. That ward that's almost expiring on the right-hand side.
Oh, it hurts.
Actually crazy that it gets him killed.
Dude, vision. It's been everything this entire series.
Yeah,
like,
where the gems at, you know? Slayer's got his.
That's that moment where, like, if Dino doesn't blink up there, then you probably can win that fight. CIS rejects, but no such luck. And now another tier 2 tower taken, and MindGames, after losing two previous ones.
There's
we'll
a
see.
DG
We're
outside of
gonna
it.
get to see a replay of this now. The Hex is there to start.
It's 40 seconds.
Man, big plays.
Yeah, that blink
This
was so sick, though. That positioning just like that, too. And, like, first he starts wailing into Roger, and then the finish there from Ankrad. Gets gripped after, but doesn't really matter because there's no follow-up damage.
Right.
And then that Hex as well, as you'll see down bottom right there. Knew he was TPing, saw him with the vision, and beautiful catch there.
Well, a big moment here indeed. And as you
player.
said, Roche about to respawn.
And he's sitting. He just wants it.
Yeah,
They have the
he's so
bottled
fully
DD.
ready.
They passed it over. They are just doing everything perfectly right now. And please get in here, Medusa. It's a Roche. Go, 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 go. Snakes.
Bignum drops
go,
snakes
go.
immediately. Oh, God. It is the quick respawn, and,
Like, he's
rejects.
soloing Roche. He doesn't even need Dino.
This is a problem, man. It's down, and that's it.
And
That's going to be an Ags.
For Storm.
Oh, man. Storm Ags. Is he going to take it? I think Ankrad does. Oh, my
He has
God,
to pass it
Medusa.
to him. Oh, wait, really? They give it to Medusa?
Okay. Get Dino
Really?
big.
Even if it's the IO +1?
We'll see if it comes back
Almost
to bite him
surprised.
or not, but he takes
Oh, never mind. He's already invested. He's got 3 parts. That's why.
it. Okay. Gotcha.
Did not realize he spent all his gold on it.
CIS rejects. They, again, have worked incredibly hard to try and get their team here to Div 1, and now 1 game away from the finals, but they're staring down the barrel of a Medusa. Level 25, fully stacked out with an Aegis, and this is going to be their hardest hold yet. We'll see if they can do it.
They're like sitting around a campfire right now. Like, they're all just sitting on the high ground. They're actually, I can like see them talking and discussing, and just trying to get a grip on this game as to how they can do it. It all comes down to Depressed Kid Lyrical. He has to do so much work.
I mean, it's basically the only damage that they really have through here, and they need to be able to bring these heroes down low enough to get the pick off. And Mira also does do a ton, and he's trying to get towards a refresher on this Mars. We'll cut the wave. It's about all that they can do, but trying to hide. Ankrad guesses left, needs to go right. Won't find him.
All right, so this is kind of crazy, but how do they actually pop? Like, how do you scythe Ankrad? You actually need FNG there
Yeah.
because he's the only person that can pop Lincolns.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's a problem.
They actually they can't pop Lincolns with 4 of their heroes unless you're using the scythe.
You could Death Seeker it, but I mean the time
Oh,
on
that's
that
true. I
takes
forgot about
forever.
Death Seeker.
I don't think he's
good
gonna
one.
have
That's a
enough
good
time to do it though. Jump, or no, just constantly pushing in there. Storm goes right at the start, pulls there onto 2. Do they have any save? Not yet. BKB already out. Ramses goes in pretty hard here, and the Shackle going to be taken off by the Lotus. They still have Depressed Kid ready to come back in for round 2 of this now. The problem is you did not really get that much out of the first round of all those abilities, but they saved the BKBs. BKB's still there on the Lina.
All right,
Has
testing
the
the water a
25.
little bit there, dipping their toes in, seeing how it feels to go high ground.
What more can they do? They have MKB done. The press kid, it's got to come down to him.
Oh my god. Oh, that's so stressful. He has no buyback. He spent everything. When does the Aegis expire? That's our moment, right? We got 2 more minutes.
And MindGames. I mean, we've before advocated for do nothing as a strat, but right now, I do feel like they want to make moves with this Aegis. It's still 18,000 gold lead, but definitely want to try and take advantage of this. Things can get absolutely insane in the late game. And they will slowly chip away at this tower. Dino jumps forward. Ramses has Ghost Shroud, still going to pop it now, slowed down by the Chakram.
Saves?
Trying to get out of there. Is there any save? Io comes in, and there's the Yule Scepter, keeping him fine. Jump in from Storm, BKB reaction. Turning now, trying to punch. The root comes out afterwards. There's nothing to stop it. There's the lane into Depressed Kid, trying to survive the disarm after the fact. Ramsey's barely able to walk out of that one. They keep their heroes alive except for the Mars, but the arena now down. Pedushara under fire. Damage coming in. Reaper Sight out onto both, but it's enough to find 1 kill. Ramses will get the regen afterwards. Can he survive through the shackles? No. They lose Ramses, and Dino continues the pressure, takes down the range tracks, and now going in for the melee as well.
He was just nightmared for like 4 seconds, by the way, as well. So they didn't even have Dino's main hero focusing and actually hitting damage in that instance. And FNG holding the smokes for a while there, wants to try and get a grip on the way out, but it's still 50
They have a
seconds
Harpy.
till Aegis expires. They're all going.
They have a Harpy.
Have to try this.
They have a Harpy. Still looking. Oh, the Aegis is so close. They got to kill off all those creeps. Yeah, and then
They
the back
want-
away.
Yeah, they're hoping someone's going to try and jump Depressed Kid. They're essentially baiting their Lina right now.
Dino.
And look at
You
the
get
call on the map right now from Tree.
Yeah.
Slayer is drawing the humongous wraparound, and then to take control of the dire jungle, saying that's where they're going to go for their safety. And I want to take us all there with the smoke. He's got the smoke right now. He has a gem as well. This is a pretty crazy wraparound.
Counter smoke. And again, they're going to have the vision advantage on CIS rejects. They have the Harpy with them. This is a huge
It's so
play if they
slow.
can make it work. It is so
super.
slow. They need it to be here right now. FNG, he goes uphill without the Harpy. They got it. The turnaround. Oh,
He's
Spirit's
nightmared.
off the mark. He's invis. It's not going to work. Oh, no. Depressed Kid, the nightmare. The back the other way. BKB now trying to turn. Igron, they got it right on top of him. Lina in trouble. The tip comes out. Slayer came up with the answer. Everything working perfectly for them. And the rejects will lose 2 for a long time. What a huge play by Slayer.
Oh, they're popping off right now. They're hitting the voice lines. They can feel it. They know the yellow line is drawn down mid. He's making the
One
call from the
huge
fountain.
play
Dino wants it
after-
ended.
One huge play after another. And you win a huge fight. Your team farming jungle. The absolute classic. GG is
Waves
called
are just-
though.
They're clashing mid.
Unreal. And with that, MindGames, they didn't win the first, they didn't win the second, but third time's lucky. And they're going to be going to the major. Unbelievable.
They gave their pause time to FNG, respecting their opponents, trying to make this a fair match. And they still, karma did not come back in a bad way or anything. They got the good karma out of that maneuver. And they do it. Wow. MindGames, I didn't know. Nobody stops MindGames from getting the major 3 times. That's for sure. I didn't believe in them, but they won their 2 games they need in this series. I'm a little flabbergasted, and I know Ankrat was very excited. So let's, he said, hopefully I'll get to speak to you guys again, and I'm sure he did not think it would be this many series later.
No, definitely not. But they managed to make it happen. I mean, again, CS Rejects at various points have looked very good. They're able to take the series earlier today against Na'Vi. And I'm feeling like this is a team that, they sort of came together in the midst of all the craziness. They're able to make it work. Very, very impressed with them. Very, very cool series. And Obviously, just an absolute insane 3 full games.
Yeah, I'm sure right now about 3 headsets have been broken from the MindGames team after winning that one and clutching it out. So don't expect an interview anytime like right away here, folks. But we're gonna try our best to wrangle one of them in just a moment here.
Can we get a look? Is there a possibility of taking a look at the groups? Because I feel like I would love to see sort of the entire, or not the groups, the entire bracket. I'd love to see the scope of the tournament that's gone on. Because again, it's felt so different from what we've had before with all the other DPC seasons going on, and it felt like these teams, some of them built power over time, some of them sort of lost power over time. In the case of FNG, and then he got it back at the end. Was able to make it all work. But damn, what a series. Final thing, Bet Boom, Team Spirit, and MindGames going to be coming in from Eastern Europe.
Yeah, it brought me back to the I don't know, sort of like the old like tournament every weekend sort of feeling where you don't.
Right.
I like leagues for what they are, but there's also a part about the faster adaptation and the quicker games in a row where you kind of feel the identity of a team a little bit more because they're going to shift less in that time frame. And to see MindGames, I mean, this was the truest test that you're going to get. Like 3 incredibly tense and frustrating and difficult series with a huge reward just dangling over you like a carrot the entire time.
I mean, it's hard for the most sort of experienced of teams to go through that and to be able to come out on the other side fine. And I'm sure I can't wait to get into this interview to ask him about how playing those other matches prepped for this. Because you got to imagine that like having that experience and then like feeling like, okay, we can get it. And then I'm sure like developing some craziness over time. It's helped. Really, really solid stuff. MVP for you? Sorry, go for it.
I have a very specific MVP. It comes from the number 11.
Oh, yeah?
Because that's
What's
11
that?
straight Storm games won in this tournament. Just saying.
Yeah, you're not
Both
wrong.
games they won this series was first overall pick Storm Spirit. Finishes
That's
the game
crazy.
9, 2, and 12. 11 straight Storm Spirit wins. Pugna's the problem. Guys,
Yeah,
nerf Primal Beast. Okay, Primal Beast was in the pro matches. I know. We would nerf him too. I hear you.
Yeah, but it's definitely Storm.
But
it was
goodness
always Storm.
gracious.
Well, wow. What a series. I think that we do have an interview, in fact. I'm not sure if we're going to be pulling him in right away, but it looks like we will have Ankrad on for the interview.
I'm so
Can't
glad
wait to
it's
hear from
Ankrad.
him.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad. He wanted to come back.
Hello, Ankrad, are you there?
Hello once again.
Hey, bud.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, how are you feeling? I mean, so first of all, I just want to get things out in the open. You had said that you wanted to see us again. It took a little while, but you guys were able to do it. How are things feeling right now? How's all the team feeling?
Amazing, but not much because there is some problems with getting to Sweden, I
Okay.
believe. So we're not sure how it's gonna go. So I don't know. We're feeling good about our game right now because we finally started to play as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier games supposed to be like we win lanes and lose game, or we lose lanes and lose game. So now we are starting to make moves, playing close to each other, and find moments to attack heroes. I don't know. I'm glad we are playing like a team.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah, well, like you said, gonna need to sort out the issues, and hopefully you'll be able to tend with everybody. But you definitely, proved that you you guys were playing amazing throughout this series. It definitely felt like the pressure was there. Did you feel the pressure when you were playing? Did you feel any like anxiety as it was going on, or like there were higher stakes?
The only time I felt pressure was a game against Outsiders.
Okay.
I was super nervous, and I really couldn't find my game. And all the other games, I felt good. Don't know
Okay.
about other players.
Your ice cold veins. I hear you. That's what's up. Trent, you got anything? I got a couple more.
Oh, wow. I mean, I'm impressed you guys made it back. As you said, it was clear that there was a lot of growth happening, like very quickly, which is something that used to be a lot more common in Dota. Was that you had to sort of like we didn't have these weekly leagues where you played more like these weekend tournaments over and over. Could you talk to us a little bit about what kind of discussions you had as a team after these matches? Like, who helps break down these games for the whole team?
I don't know. I felt like right now we're playing super good, but we are playing against lower tier team. It's not Spirit, it's not VP, it's not even Bad Boom. So our growths can look like this because
Gotcha. Yeah.
enemy team was worse. But today we played Scream before the game.
Mhm.
I played Invoker and like called like 5 things, and every of them was ignored. So I like screaming at the team like we're not winning any game with such an attitude.
Hmm.
And after this, I don't know. Even second game was super hard, but we were trying to make moves. We were trying to stun heroes, attack them, even without lead. So I don't know. We are just listening to each other and starting to play Dota. Beforehand, we were like blaming picks. Okay,
Right.
we have bad draft. We make a mistake. We have no lead. We cannot win like
Mm-hmm.
this. And right now we're like making moves.
Yeah. Well, you guys definitely made a lot of moves in this one. I guess the only other thing I kind of wanted to ask, because it does feel like you talking about developing more, even in the scrim that you played right before the series, which is kind of insane. Um, you have a couple of like different generations of Dota players that I feel like exist on your team. You've got some of the older guard and the supports that are playing with you, and then some more of the new blood young players. Is it sort of equally spread the like the way that you guys communicate about where you're going to do what and like who's going to make what moves, or do you feel like there's like specific leaders within your team?
I don't know. For my point of view, I talk a lot, mm, and supports talk a lot. Other players, Petushar and Dinozavrik, are more like they see the play. Like I can go aggressive, I can go aggressive,
Right.
I can go on rune like this. I don't know. Last game, it felt like supports became pretty nervous. They were like, Medusa, Medusa, go on rune. Medusa, Medusa, go top tower. Medusa, TP bot. Medusa.
Jeez. Okay. So it's a little
So
insane.
I'm really glad he didn't like lose his concentration under pressure, and he kind of sorted things that were said to him. And I don't know, Dinozavrik superstar,
Awesome.
great, super great player. I don't know, he's so good at micro plays,
Hmm.
and his builds are like best things you could ever see.
That's awesome. Show some love for your team. I like that. Only other thing, Trent told me recently. I want you to guess how many games in a row in this tournament do you think the team playing Storm Spirit won?
I uh, I have like statistics, I believe.
Okay.
It's like 5 or 6 games out of 17.
Well, Trent, would you like to let him know
Oh
what you
well,
found?
Storm Spirit won the last 11 games that we played in this tournament. He just kept winning. It's been 11 games since Storm lost.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah.
What? Like every
Ye-
lower bracket
yeah.
team
He just kept winning.
Storm won.
Yep. Bet Boom won
To
the
be,
last
to be
two
honest,
games with Storm.
I didn't watch games much.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
When I kept sitting with team thinking
Mhm.
about draft, I believe something went wrong. So I
Yeah.
just played some pubs and watched replays of greater teams,
Mm-hmm.
Chinese or EG.
Yeah.
So like this, I felt pretty comfortable. I don't know. It's like you sit to watch how like CIS play Storm Spirit, and you think like, oh, he's good. I cannot win him. But
Mhm.
if you watch Chinese Dota, you think, okay, I can do things he does.
Right.
So I believe it makes you have a great attitude to play these games.
Awesome.
So
Well,
I didn't watch much.
well, you did your research in the right places for sure. An impressive showing, and congrats and good luck on getting to the major. You guys definitely deserved it. An impressive comeback there. Third time's the charm for y'all. Well done.
Thank you.
Got lucky, to be honest.
Awesome. Well, good stuff. Take it easy. Man, what a solid performance from MindGames. They ended up clutching it out there in the end. Thank you again, Krev, coming on in for the interview. I can still hear you breathing in my ear. That's lovely. So good. You can
Okay.
you can leave the Discord call now if you want.
You're free to
it's
go.
lovely.
Go celebrate.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take it easy, dude. So you get to take a look at the bracket now that we had.
He's like, if I'm not making it sweet, I'm getting this commentary. It's like, I'm not heading to this Discord until I get some answers.
I love that. Bet Boom, they ended up moving on. They are going to be there as well as Team Spirit, and of course, the one, the only, the MindGames in that third place decider match. Oh, Trent, we did it. We did it.
Yep. You know, I came in today wondering if today was a best of 5, and I got a best of 5 length series anyway. So that's what happens sometimes with Dota. We got a beautiful 3 games of long Dota, a little pause in there, a little bit of questioning life itself, and that's what we do on a Dota stream, because Dota is life for a lot of us and for these players. So thank you very much, everyone. Yeah, thank you to Valve for obviously organizing this and getting the region the help that it needs right now. These we got players who want to play some Dota, and missing out on an entire season is rough for them. So I'm just glad that we could get this qualifier going, and I just hope that all 3 of our teams can make it to Stockholm.
And of course, shout out to Beyond the Summit, Maincast, all the folks that were working behind the scenes to get everything done. The admins, the production crew, the observers, all y'all rock our socks. And shout out to you, the viewers. No, I'm not going to thank you. Shout out to the viewers who also tuned in throughout all of this. And only a couple weeks away from the start of the major. So a hell of a lot coming up there as well. We're going to watch for the Eastern Europe teams and see how they do. But for now, from all of us, thank you all for watching, and hope we'll see you again very, very soon. Have a good one.